it's approaching the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
What's good? It's been a while since I've done this. Of course, I'm referring to the Kaioken mechanic videos or stack effect. Essentially what you do is continue to raise attack and defense throughout the battle and just see how high the attack output will actually get to. Now, you can certainly achieve levels of stacking to some degree with the new event, which is the, the Legendary Goku Battle event, or whatever you want to call it. But I prefer to test it on this event because essentially it's got more control factors. You can kind of control things a little bit better, and you really don't have to worry about the enemy pretty much KOing you and stuff like that. So, of course, the event that I'm referring to is with our favorite friend Zamasu, aka Mr. Punching Bag, and we'll just see how high the Trunks units attack and defense output can actually get to. Now, you saw the initial stats of what it's like initially at the start of the battle, and then over the course of time you'll actually see how ridiculous things will actually get. So as of right now, about 297,000. I didn't catch the defense stats, but again, the first couple of footages is basically from the first few super attacks. I kind of kept it continuous for the first part just to give you a realistic perspective of how it actually stacks up. Now, in the base Trunks form, you're basically only going to be able to raise attack. However, once he transforms into the Super Saiyan or the first state, he'll be able to raise both attack and defense, so you can actually raise your defense levels quite a bit. And I'm sure a lot of people that have tested and play on JP have seen the benefits of that in the Legendary Goku Battle event. So again, for those that aren't aware of this unit, or for those that simply play global, and of course this unit hasn't been released yet, the Trunks unit, once transformed, we'll skip the base form and go to the transformed state. Not only does he able to increase attack and defense as part of the super attack, also has the ability of attack and defense increase of 120%, plus an additional attack and defense increase of 10% up to 80% at the start of each turn. So throughout this course of the video, you're not going to see the Trunks transform into the final state because he ends up losing the ability to raise attack and defense. So essentially, you're not going to be able to stack the both the attack and defense if you transform to the final version. So just keep in mind that only up to the second form, I guess you could say, you're going to be able to see the stacking effect. By the way, I didn't keep track of, what turn it was based on what recording. I just kind of did this whenever I was free during my lunch break. So, I didn't have my laptop with me at the time, so I didn't log in the stats on, Excel at the time. So, it's not specified as to what turn exactly it is, but just to understand, it's infinite up until turn 99. So once you get past 99, you're not going to be able to raise the either attack or defense from the stacking effect or Kaioken mechanics. So for those that are wanting to test this out on your own, just keep in mind up until 99 turns you have the ability to continuously raise attack and defense, but after that it's going to cap off. So it's a matter of how fast you can raise his attack and defense before the 99 turns are up. And of course, because of that, I chose a friend that had level 15 for additional attack and level 11 for criticals, because the more possibilities of additional super attack, it's going to help build up the attack and defense a lot quicker. Unfortunately, when I was testing this, I don't know why RNG didn't want to do any favors, but he didn't really do additional supers as much as I wanted him to. So there was a little bit of a handicap. It does vary on how high you can actually get the attack stats based on how lucky you get with the additional supers and all that. But this unit only does have the raise attack and defense, which is, I believe, the equivalent of 20%. So for other units that have skill sets like greatly raise attack or defense, it doesn't really matter, but they're going to be able to build it up a lot more quickly because it's a much higher amount. I can't remember what it was. I don't know if it was 50% or that high, but it's definitely much higher than the 20% equivalent based on just raising attack or defense. So just keep that in mind. Those are certainly factors to consider when you do have a limit. It's infinite, but at the same time it's limited to 99 turns. So looks like broke the 1 million defense stats at this point. So yeah, you can definitely get this guy's stats up there a lot. Not just the attack, but also the defense. So looking at it right now, it looks like a 3.4 million attack stat, and then defense, of course, is 1 million. So very little damage to be expected. I mean, it's the enemy's damage is pretty much going to be not even pennies. It's probably going to be shillings or whatever it was. I can't remember. It's been such a long day. Like, I don't know if you guys sensed it, but I'm like really exhausted. Okay, so getting close to that 4 million mark with the attack stats, and what's crazy is like before Trunks even collects enough ki to select the key to get the final key, attack stats, you're already going into several million. So that definitely does put it in perspective. Just consider, I mean, remember in the very first part of the video, I think his stats were like 400-something thousand initially, so it's quite of an increase over time, like 2.8 right there, and then once he collects it, jumps to about 4.2 million. So yeah, it definitely makes a hell of a difference. Of course, I did forget to mention the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta as well as the physical type Raise Trunks unit are on the rotation, either or. Basically, they not only do they provide pretty decent links, they also do raise the super attack or allies attack by 30% based on the super attack, and then also has the ability to raise attack and defense, I believe, by 30% just from the passive skill, in addition to a ki boost. So a lot of help coming from them as well. But this type of testing, it's all about trying to get the selected unit's attack output as high as possible. So it's okay to bring in support units for that kind of thing. So about 5.7 million right now, and then we'll see how what the actual final product is. So without the critical 6.6 million, additional attack will further raise that attack and defense up, and let's see, maybe a critical will activate. So yeah, with the critical, you're hitting for about 11 million now, and this is with a Future Saga setup with both the Transforming Trunks as leaders. So it's not like a nuking lead or anything like that. This is just a normal team setup, and then just over the course of time, you're gradually building up the attack and defense. So the thing I like about this Trunks is I gave him level 14 additional attack and level 12 criticals. So you do get that extra % boost based on every super attack. What's funny though, even though the Tech Transforming Trunks has one level higher in additional attack, it just seems like the physical type Trunks unit was doing a lot more additional supers than the Transforming Trunks was. I don't know. Again, it's all RNG based, and sometimes you just get unlucky with it, I guess. So I think at this point we're pretty much there at the capacity of 99 turns, so it really does cap off at about 7 million for this session. Again, it differs based on how many additional supers you get, and obviously rotations or whatever, but I think the highest attack stat output that I saw within 99 turns was about 7.5 million, which is a substantial amount if you think about it. Just to see the difference, go back to the very beginning of the video and see how much has changed within 99 turns, and that'll give you a much better perspective on how things work. So again, this is the I guess testing or experiment of the Transforming Trunks unit with the ability to raise an attack and defense based on the Kaioken mechanic or stack effect. So, like I said, it's been a while since I've done it, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching.